Good morning. My name is Rob Ricksecker, and I have been appointed to the church in Des Moines. We are Central Community Church. The Lord has raised up a very interesting ministry here in Des Moines. When I came here in April of 2012, we were a church that probably averaged about age 70. We were almost entirely a white American congregation. We had one lady from Liberia, and we had one young man from Congo. From then until now, God has done something very, very different. It's different for me. It's different for our congregation. How it happened, I really would not be able to explain. What's happening now is that we have a congregation that would be probably about 60% African, and we are quite a bit from Liberia, and significantly also from Central Africa, really originating in Congo, but they have, because of the fighting, in most cases been to several other countries as well. Well, Central Community Church has, by the grace of God, been able to find ways to connect with a number of different ministry groups and with especially a number of different ethnic churches. We have become friends with many people from the African community, mostly but not exclusively from the Liberian and Central African communities, but we've also become friends with some of the tribes from Burma or Myanmar, most especially the Chin people. And so one of the things we do, in addition to ministering to those who care to come to our own congregation, is that we also make our building available to other ethnic churches to use it. Well, I would have to say that in a matter of outreach, what God has really opened my eyes to is the concept of the Son of Peace, or the person of peace, which we see described in Luke chapter 10. I had a chance to get over to the Mobilizing Your Members conference in Michigan back in February, and based upon that, to where they talk about going into a village and finding the person of peace, pouring yourself into that person, and then basically that person does most of the evangelizing. What we do is we identify somebody from the communities that we have. So we would have really a person of peace from the Liberian community, somebody from the Congolese community, somebody from the American community, which among ethnic people simply means white people. And so we have a person of peace for each of those. I pour heavily into them, and they in turn reach their communities. My dream for Central would be to probably open up a ministry that in my heart I call Kingdom Builders International Network, KIN for short. And it would involve things like having a community garden here. It would involve things like opening up our facility to be a part of doing the things that all refugees need. I might comment that refugees and immigrants are two different words. The refugee community is the one that God is mostly leading us to minister to. Those are people who are legally in the United States. They arrive with green cards. They cannot vote until they become American citizens, but they all are in love with America, and they tend, as soon as they can, to become American citizens. But be they refugee, be they immigrant, their problems are almost all the same. I want the people of our area, if they were to know anything at all about Central Community Church, it would be that we truly, truly love them, and that God has helped us to understand some of the practical things that they might have need of. People know, though they don't go to our church necessarily, that we are ready, willing, and able to help with some of those things. So we do that just as a way to honor the Lord and to honor them, and to be obedient to what we believe the gospel tells us to do, but also to build relationships, and in some cases they do become a part of our church.